Okay, here on Metal Talk Net. We're here at the Eastern Academy tonight. Dio's Disciples on stage, and I'm fortunate enough to be here talking to drummer Simon White. Hi, Simon, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Good to meet you. And obviously, Ronnie Jones Dio is sadly no longer with us, but where did the idea of this Dio's Disciples first come from?
I think it was just something that we all kind of discussed it, and we weren't exactly sure what we were going to do, and it was a difficult decision to make. But in the end, we did get. We passed it by Wendy, and we obviously had to do that, and she gave it its blessing, and you know, it wasn't easy deciding what we were going to do, but in the end, it just, we couldn't just let it go, you know, because it was so, you know, Ronnie was so important to all of us. He was like family. He was like our dad, you know, yeah, it just came about, and we gave it a shot, and then people seemed to like what we're doing, so we just carried on doing it, you know.
Right, so what has the general fans' reaction been? So they've been
It's been good, yeah. Yeah, I mean, nobody leaves, you know, they all seem to like it. There's a lot of emotions go on when we play. It's a different songs have different feelings for different people and stuff, and yeah, they seem to really enjoy it.
And tell us about how the band lineup came around. Obviously, like, you joined Dio from the Lock Up the Wolves album, and he played on a few albums, subsequent albums after that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Craig Goldie's around sort of time of Dream Evil and onwards.
Yeah, Craig was around when we did Magica and stuff.
Yeah.
And before that, it was Rowan Robertson and a whole bunch of other guitar players and bass players. Doug Aldridge was in the band through Killing the Dragon.
And tell us about the singers, because obviously that's the hardest job of the lot. You've got Timmy Flowers and Toby Jepson.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people in many ways.
Yeah, we didn't want, we knew exactly what we wanted straight away, because there's only one Ronnie, one Ronnie James Dio, and we didn't want to get a guy who kind of sounded like him, because that would have been, because we're not really a tribute band, because we were his band, so it's a little bit different in that respect.
It's a tribute to Ronnie James Dio, but living on the legacy of it.
It certainly is. It's like us kind of continuing on, keeping his music alive and that, like a celebration of it and stuff, you know, with the deepest respect.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Ronnie knew Tim, and Wendy knew Tim, and I knew Tim as well and stuff, and he's kind of like family. You know, Ronnie they used to talk on the phone quite a bit and stuff, and Wendy ended up managing Tim as well. So that kind of it just fell into place. Yeah. And we were a bit worried about, because we thought two singers would be a cool thing to do, because then there's not just the one guy.
Yeah, and takes the pressure off him.
Yeah, well, yeah, in a way, because it's a quite a gig to do. But and we found Toby through our agent. Which made things very easy, because we didn't want to like do a huge big cattle call and have loads of singers, and because we weren't ready to do that, and it wouldn't have been fair on the singers either, you know. So it just sort of fell into place like that, and the pair of them trade off each other, and you know, I'll sing one on their own, and then they'll sing another one, then they'll sing together and stuff, and you know. And they're actually really good mates. It's really
I wish I was on the tour bus.
You know, it's weird. You know, you think two singers together, but they're good friends, you know.
And tell us, what was the very first Dio Disciples show like? Where was that? What was
that was in
like?
Moscow, not last year, the year before, but and it was good. I mean, we were all a bit in trepidation, but we'd rehearsed well too.
Yeah.
So we'd rehearsed for quite a bit too. We wanted it to be tight and good. And we had so many songs to choose from as well, you know, to try and jam into the set and that. We got rid of the guitar solo, and we got rid of the drum solo, because it's all about the music. It's about Ronnie and the music and stuff. So yeah, that was in Moscow and stuff, and that went well, because we did good in Russia with when we went there with Ronnie. So it was fantastic, yeah. And everybody seemed to like it.
And what's been the highlight of Dio's Disciples so far? Because you've played quite a few festivals, haven't you?
Yeah, there's been a few good ones we did. Yeah, Grasspot was good. We've just played at Wacken 2 days ago.
That's right. That was good too. I was there actually, but I was stuck in the mud.
There's a lot of mud to get stuck in. Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah. But no, it was good. I mean, the people were really. We played off to the side on one of the stages, big stages.
Yeah, because I think the weather was on your side. She was playing in a big, massive tent.
It was, so everybody came in out.
Yeah, that's why I could get in.
But Yeah, no, that was a good show. I mean, they also are really good shows, you know. I mean, you always come away with something. We always try to meet people afterwards and stuff, and they tell us stories about Ronnie, and it never gets old, you know, because you've all got memories.
So many stories out there, and new ones come flooding in.
Exactly.
And what's it like when you're on stage? And obviously, Ronnie's not on stage with you anymore. So does he come into your mind when you're on stage playing his songs now?
Yeah, he does now and again. Yeah. You know, I mean, Ronnie's way of thinking, and I've said this before in interviews, was that, you know, it's a job and you've got to get it done, and you've got to be 100%. It's your job, you know, and stuff. So sometimes you do get in that mode, but there are other quieter moments where you do reflect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, but you just kind of get on with it, you know. You got to play your best for the fans, you know.
Exactly. And talking of Ronnie James Dio on a personal level, what's it about Ronnie that makes you put a smile on your face about him?
Oh, lots of things. I mean, we did so many things out of music as well together, you know, and we like build stuff, brick walls and you know, stairs and stuff at his house and stuff, and do, you know, the sprinkler lines for the gap, you know, just stuff to get away from the music.
That's all personal stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, everybody who's met Ronnie knows he was a real gentleman. He had a wicked sense of humour. You know, really dry and quick. I mean, it was. There's always something going on with him. You know, he was just great.
And one of the great things about Ronnie James Dio is a lot of people sort of forget about it, but there was a time, especially during the grunge explosion, where the career of Dio was at a low point in many ways, and sort of as a metal fan, he sort of got mimicked at a time, which is hard to think of now. But there was a time when you're going to see Dio tonight, but Dio being Dio, he stuck to himself. He stayed totally true to his career and his sound, and it sort of went back in circles where he came like a complete rock god in many ways, isn't he?
You're right. Yeah, he always had a very clear picture of the road ahead. You know, he always had a plan. He always had you know, another kind of trick up his sleeve and stuff. And you know, there was never any downtime. I mean, it was constantly. You know, he was at home. He was writing. He was recording. Or he was, you know, doing something in music. You know, he was never one to kind of like just, you know, lay back and watch the sky go by, you know. He was always, you know, just had something going on. It was great. It really was.
And tell us about when you first joined the band. It was like Lock Up the Wolves tour, which I can't remember what year it was now.
1990, I think, wasn't it?
I think about the time 89, 1990. Yeah. Young guitarist then as well.
Yeah, that was Rowan. He was 17, very young. 17, and couldn't get in the strip clubs or anything.
So after the show, he sent him home.
He'd go to his hotel room and he'd be off, you know. But no, that was a great time too. I mean, that was still the time of the huge big stage sets and stuff like that. And it was, you know, I'd left AC/DC and I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but it sort of just fell into place. Because I didn't want to just hang around after I left that band. I wanted to keep going.
That's I'm back to leave AC/DC.
Yeah, I know. That's a whole other story. But no, it was a great time. It was really good. It was a good tour. It could have lasted a little bit longer. I think we could have done another album together, but as we started to get really good. But you know, rightly so, Ronnie got a call from the Sabs and went and did that, and that turned out awesome. You know? Dehumanised it. So I went off and did a couple other things. But no, Lock Up the Walls was a great time. It really was. You know, and it gave me a chance to play a little bit more than you know, 4 on the floor. So that was good. That's what I was sort of looking for, and luckily, very luckily, I got it.
You know. And just talk about yourself a little bit as well. Not only did you play with AC/DC, and but also joined UFO for the Walk and Water album.
Yeah, I did that.
And those sort of 5 strong characters in that band, or 4 strong characters plus yourself, and you were there.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that was a great time. I loved being in UFO. They're just a great bunch of people, you know.
And that was a fantastic album, actually, Walk and Water. It was.
Andy did the album, I did the tour, and because
that's right. So you're absolutely right.
For some reason, he didn't want to do it. That was lucky for me.
You
know. But no, we did some great shows, and you know, like Japan was good too. Everywhere we went, it was really good. We got really tight, but there were a bunch of characters that lot. You know, Pete was in the band, Michael was in the band, and stuff. But it was a real great time. I really enjoyed that.
And what's been the highlight of your career altogether?
Oh Oh God, there's been a few. I've been lucky, you know. Yeah, I don't know. We played in Rock in Rio with AC/DC. That was outrageous. Yeah, there must have been about.
That was a strong bill. It was like Queen, Rod Stewart, White Snake, Scorpions. I think the list is quite endless. You know.
Yeah,
it was a Rock in '85.
Yeah, no, you'd go. We stayed there for a couple of days before we played in a hotel, and you'd see freaking Rod Stewart come walking by, and you know, Brian May, you know, and Scorps were there. It was just great, you know, you're just hanging out and stuff. But there were so many people. I mean, that's what got me. I mean, it was like 200,000.
Yeah, it
was outrageous. You know. And then, like I say, you know, every Dio show was a highlight for me. It was just great. I mean, it really was. And it's a shame, really, because he had some big plans for this Magica 2 album, which I think would have been.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He started working on that.
I think Geezer Butler said something interesting the other day, because Ronnie was still with us. He'll be 70 years old now, which is absolutely amazing to be going at the top of his game.
He was never an old man, though.
No, exactly. No,
he never was. He had more energy than any of us. And you as well, probably. I mean, he was just like a whirlwind.
I mean, I feel knackered now.
Yeah, I me too. But yeah, lots of highlights. That was definitely, you know, the UFO thing was great too. So I've been really
fortunate. Yeah.
And I don't forget that.
And obviously, Deus Disciples are doing these gigs and festivals. But is there any possibility that a official live recording will be available one day?
It might be. We've been concentrating on the, you know, the touring side of things and stuff. We're still trying to figure out where we're going to go with this. You know, we've got a couple of ideas that we haven't, you know, fully decided yet.
Yeah.
But there's something's going to happen.
This is double-edged sword. You've got to tread very carefully. And
well, you do. You don't want to just use the name and not. It's if we're going to do something, it's got to be, you know, good and you know, something obviously the fans are going to like. You know.
Yeah.
But it has to be done with respect in a way as well, which we're very, very aware of. So we're just taking it one step at a time at the moment. You know?
Right. Well, so I'm looking forward to tonight's show. And
yeah, it should be good, hopefully.
And I think we had to Ronnie to do this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you very much. Cheers.
No problem.
Take care.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.